just left Leadville. I don't know what gear we're in actually. I wasn't counting. We're going 20 miles per hour, pulling 2 grand RPMs. We just ended up buying a truck in Colorado. Welcome to Black Diesel Garage, and in this video we're in Leadville, Colorado. We're buying this 1974 F150 Ranger 4x4. It's a Frankenstein truck. It has a different motor. It's in pieces, so we're gonna put it together, get it running, wheel it on some mountain trails, and then drag it 9 hours home is the plan.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching.
Yeah.
If you watch.
You should watch.
So I don't know where this will fall in the video, but for a little bit of backstory on this, we haven't done anything yet at this point. But we're from Kansas, and for our anniversary, we went to Colorado. And we didn't have any plans for down here in Colorado. Devin didn't have any plans for in Colorado really, other than camp. So we decided, why don't we maybe try to find an old truck to buy for cheap, fix, and then maybe haul back or drive back to Kansas. So far we've drove around a town, Leadville, Colorado, and kind of looked and didn't see anything we thought we'd get for a good deal. So we did find one truck, which we might go ahead and do, but we're still kind of on the look. So we're going to look around a little bit more and then make a decision. Probably get a truck and fix it, and maybe do some wheeling in Colorado, maybe actually even drive it home to Kansas, a 9-hour drive. As far as these trucks go, this is a nice one though that shouldn't be in a junkyard. Hooks from here, goes from here. Needs a throttle, or just to move it around, we could wire up. Go there. Brakes would be easy. Okay. Let's go talk to him. Okay. So, I don't remember where we last left off, but
We just did something.
We just ended up buying a truck in Colorado. We have like a day and 3 to 5 hours to fix it.
And bring it home.
So we're gonna try to yank it out of here, give you an overview, and get it running, do some wheeling, and yank it back behind this truck that doesn't run too well.
This was a really good idea, right, Gabe?
Oh yeah. You wanna hop in and drive that way and I'll steer?
Sure.
So we are in Colorado, Leadville, Colorado, the highest altitude town in the US. And we're here for a couple days, and we just decided to buy this truck and
We did.
fix it up, take it wheeling, and yank it back to Kansas because we don't have a title for it. Not a smart idea.
Yeah, it is.
It's a Frankenstein truck, and we have minimal funds for it, and a day and 5 hours, a day and 3 hours of time to work on it.
Because we have to be back by Sunday, Friday,
So-
Saturday.
Give you a little look around what it is. It's a 74 F-150 Ranger, 4-wheel drive. It's got nice carpet, no seat. That was AC for this truck at one time. It has the original Ford The Best Never Rest floor mats. Good carpet, 4-speed. The truck's a little rusty and beat in spots. Down here there's a little Bondo and rust in the cab corners. But the main spots you have to worry about, like the cab mounts, and the main parts of it are good. The floorboards are good. It's missing the tailgate. Another bad cab corner. And at the moment, the clutch is in real good shape, and there's no brake pedal. It's got a nice monster tack. But like the roof line, got some Bondo out here, but the bottom of the doors aren't really too bad on rust. And then the floorboards are still good, and the front cab mounts. And then one of the Frankenstein parts about this is, I'm assuming from factory it was an inline 6, and it's an inline 6, but supposedly this truck was parked here about 4 years ago and abandoned at this junkyard. They bought a motor from the junkyard, stuck it in here, the motor ran 4 years ago, or it would fire. It wasn't actually probably running in the pickup it was in. So they stuck the motor in here and then just vanished, and it just sat at this junkyard, no contact with them in Colorado for 4 years. So it would fire about 4 years ago, but since then, parts have been sold off of it. So it doesn't have a grill, has a master cylinder, no brake booster. The clutch linkage is just a part, but it's still there. No throttle cable. There's stuff like the fuel line's not hooked up. Over here we have 3 battery cables, and there is no alternator on it. And just from looks, they did some stuff. I thought the coil was new, but maybe not. There's a new voltage regulator, looks like. There's a new or different one of these. And actually, here's a broken, no, it's not supposed to have that post. A newer solenoid. This looks like it's probably the alternator. We don't have a bolt for it. And then I think this is the fuel tank for the truck. There's not one underneath the truck, and I think that's probably the one for it. And then the tires are really good. So the plan is, in a day, in a couple hours, get this running, take it wheeling, and haul it 9 hours back home with a tow bar.
We can do it.
So let's get started. Oh, I didn't think it did, but this one still has the pedal in it, so that'll be handy because we don't have a pedal.
Cool. Take the pedal out of this, maybe the seat. Unless we find something different. I don't know, because the cradle's gone. I could probably look at the door vent or something, except for the door's Jeff,
gone.
come here.
But there's a possibility that that motor might have come out of this truck.
Oh.
9/16 or 5/8. So they might be. And this is very common with these, which that other truck does not have, rusted out floors. And another common thing, which this one doesn't, is these cab mounts rusting out.
Yeah, come on. We could drive that back to Kansas, right?
Probably not. The parts we need for this are, can't remember what it is. I know I'll probably get bad comments for this because I should know, but I'm not very smart and don't. but 5/8 or 3/8 gas hose. I'm going to say it's 3/8. Looks like about 3/8. But for some reason, I never can remember. Probably 5/8 because I said 3/8.
Probably.
But that looks like 3/8 to me. Gonna need a brake booster.
Okay.
We have a pedal.
We have a pedal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, off that one.
We're gonna need a throttle cable, possibly.
Okay.
We're gonna need oil.
Okay.
Gonna need a battery. We are going to need
Different way. Good girl.
hose clamps,
Hose clamps.
fuel, ratchet straps, one of them,
One of them.
yeah, or whatever. No, we don't need one of them.
We don't need one of them.
Looks like we probably have an alternator belt. Possibly some kind of lights. Starting fluid.
Different. Oh, there's all that.
And that's it, I think.
but I'm pretty sure we need a water pump.
Should we go get one?
If they have one, it's too late to order one if they don't have it on hand.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We could call and see if they have it on hand.
Yeah. But doesn't matter now. We'll still be there in time to get one. We should take the fan off and make sure it's a water pump.
Oh, okay.
You help me drag that bench seat over here?
Sure. Let's see if it has power.
No power.
No power.
So something's not making a full circuit. Grounded. Starter is wired in. That needs to be pinched down. Power. Go to starter. Turns over, but the truck isn't getting power itself. So I need to figure out why the truck isn't getting power. But first, since the truck doesn't have power, I might not be getting power to my points. But just for fun, let's see if it fires up. Probably doesn't because I probably don't have spark. Kind of sounded like it would have wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Carb needs rebuilt.
I'm good.
Uh-huh.
What were we doing?
Well, I got a call asking if I could work Friday. And we have a 9-hour trip to Kansas. And we didn't fix the truck to go wheeling. So now, trying to get some of my tools. Because we slapped a tow bar on the truck we just bought. Gonna need to tighten everything up on that. But the tow bar was missing its safety chains.
That's cool. That's great.
We might end up towing without safety chains. And a bolt on either side of the tow bar instead of 2 bolts like you're supposed to have. And probably not the best tires. This has a worn out rear end. 9-hour trip. Truck bogs down. Yeah.
In other words, kids, don't try this at home.
Or in another state.
Yeah. Don't try this not at home.
5/8.
Hi, Tiny.
I want a 3/4.
Oh, and it is currently Wednesday, and your boss wants you to work Friday.
Yeah.
So we have 9 hours.
And we're in Colorado going to Kansas, so that means up and down mountains.
Woo! But it's okay.
Oh yeah, and we barely have brakes on the truck. We have brakes on the truck, but our brake pads are almost non-existent.
That's fine. Who needs brakes?
Brakes are for liberals.
Yeah.
So we just decided to leave Leadville, Colorado, the tallest town in the U.S., sitting at 10,000 some odd feet above sea level, I think. Is that right?
Something like that.
There's what we're working with. We have the F150, which isn't fully throttling, barely any brakes, or we have full brakes, but just the pads are worn. The pads are pretty wore. We took it out to tow haul, so, we took overdrive off, which is like putting one of these in tow haul, kind of. So we won't burn up the transmission, but we'll probably go slower. Bad thing, since it's not throttling up, it will probably take us forever. We're leaving Colorado, so there's lots of hills. We're leaving at night for the less traffic. And this thing was overheating on our way here, so I put a 160-degree thermostat in there, so now it's just staying cold. So if we get in the hills, I doubt we'll overheat. On the back, we have the 774 high. It's not actually a high. 74 4-wheel drive F150 Ranger. We bought a hitch, tow bar. Tow bar did not. Well, we don't have the bolts in for the inside. Bad idea, but it's what's happening. Tow bar did not come with safety chains or a pin. And then, yeah, we just kind of made stuff work there. Strap the hood to make sure it stays down. And then here's our taillights. All the way up at the front, and they kind of halfway work too. So this is just the rig we're going with. It is, what time is it?
Like 10:30. No, past that. I can't check while I'm videoing.
Well, it's like 10 and we're in Leadville, Colorado, and we're gonna head to Kansas. which is from here 9 hours and 19 minutes is what my phone said. We'll see how long it takes us. Let's hit the road.
All right. It's a drift.
So we are pulling up a hill. I don't know. We just left Leadville. I don't know what gear we're in actually. I wasn't counting. We're going 20 miles per hour, pulling 2 grand RPMs. We're at normal temperature, and it might have just turned, but I was gonna say, oh no, they're still behind us. There's probably gonna be a semi passing us uphill.
You don't see that every day.
We're at the top. I'm just gonna pull off to the side and let him go past because he can pull better than we can. And he's stopping or something. So he's not passing us. Semi didn't have to pass us.
Well, that's good. That would have been a little humiliating.
Send it on down the road. So we're pulling up a hill. We're almost to normal temperature. We're just above 2 grand. We're going 25. And I think we're going to catch this semi. We're getting somewhere. We're working on it. Yeah, I think we got him caught.
We got him.
So we stopped at a truck stop. What is it? East of Denver? I mean west of Denver?
Yeah, be west of Denver.
What town are we in?
I think Golden.
Golden. And we fueled up here and made it here in pretty good time. Truck made it here good. Hitch is still on. Lights work and everything still. They're turned off, but they work.
In 800 feet, make a U-turn.
But we made it here. And then over here there's a pretty cool truck. I'm not going to go up to it because it looks like someone's sleeping in it. A pretty cool lifted Chevy. Made it that far and fueled up. So, just going to go on further down the road, I think.
So that's a state trooper. He just passed us. So we must be doing something right because he didn't stop us. So we're just going to keep on trucking.
So we made it to Lyman, I think it's Lyman, Colorado. We used half a tank, so we didn't quite need fuel yet. It was $3.75 a gallon here, and it gets more expensive when we first hit Kansas. So I was trying to avoid getting fuel there, and figured it'd be good to check on everything. But it's still going. About 3 o'clock in the morning.
has been going for the most part. We headed down a lot of hills in Colorado, and now we're in Colorado but close to Kansas where it's flat. So for the most part, we've been staying pretty cold on the temp gauge with the 160 degree thermostat, and then we've been running anywhere from 60 to 70 for the most part, pulling anywhere from, I'd say, about 2,300 RPMs to 3,000 RPMs is about what we've been doing for the most part of our driving. So we showed a couple clips of the hard lugging when we were in the mountains of Colorado, but the majority of the driving has been closer to this. And we're going over to eastern Kansas, so we'll hit a few little hills by the time we actually get to our destination, the Flint Hills of Kansas. But for the most part, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing. I don't think the Flint Hills will really affect us. They're short enough hills that I don't think we'll lose power going up them and bog down compared to what we were doing in Colorado. Just for a little update of how it's actually been going for most of the drive. So we made it to Goodland, Kansas. It's 4 something in the morning, I think. And the fuel price is $3.52. From fueling up where I last did, I ended up to get to here. I ended up being almost empty on my tank, but I skipped paying almost, what was it? Almost $4 a gallon to get to $3.52. So it worked out in my favor. Everything seems to be doing good. Lights still work. Haven't had any trouble on the road. A couple things I forgot to mention that make the trip a little more sketchy. Before we left, we found out, I can't show it to you, but there's a leaf spring that when we bought the truck, I guess it's a broken leaf spring, and then 2 of the leaves are bent on the back, on the passenger side. And then the front, that tire there is towed in, which I knew that. I just didn't have time to fix it when we had time to leave. But so far, I don't know if you can tell, but the tread, maybe the inside of here is a little tapered, but over on this side is still square. But it really hasn't worn down like I thought it was gonna. We've done a lot of driving. So far so good. I think there's like 4 or so hours left. It's working out good. And I keep liking the truck more and more. The plan was to buy it, get it running, and eventually sell it. But it kind of makes me want to keep it. But I don't need another truck. So we finally made it back. It was supposed to be 7 hours something, right? Or 9 hours something?
9 hours something.
9 hours something. We left. We said it wrong when we were there because my phone didn't swap for the time change. But we left around 9. I think we said 10 in the video. And we got back here at 10. So 12 hours is what it took us with not using overdrive and being underpowered and towing a truck. I didn't film it, but there is a point where we swapped out driving and Maddie drove for an hour and a half while I slept.
Drove the rest of the way though.
And then I couldn't sleep after that, so I just drove. Made it back. We are gonna do a video on getting this truck running and driving down the road. We won't have that on the end of this video, just to shorten it up and make it simpler. And if anyone wanted to see this truck running, they could just watch that video rather than having to go through all this. That's about it.
I think so. So like and subscribe if you want to see the next video to this.
And we also wanted to, Maddie draws and does designs, and I don't know if you can see them very well, but these are some t-shirts and hoodies she designed a while back, and we're thinking about coming out with merch. So to let us know if it's worth it, if you guys are gonna be buying some, because we don't really want to spend the money and get into it if we're not really gonna sell any, because it'd be kind of expensive and pretty time consuming to get into. Just let us know in the comments if you would probably buy merch, and if we get around 100 comments, we'll probably start coming out with merch then. And it'll all be probably similar to this design of stuff. It'll probably be trucks from the channel and things like that.
Maybe some other things. Don't quite know yet on all of it.
Still trying to work it out.
But let us know if you would wear this or something else from our channel that features Black Diesel Garage. And
Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
yeah.
Cop. Come here.